I think about embodied knowledge as a form of knowledge, I guess we can talk about objective knowledge, which and subjective knowledge, which is knowledge that comes from what we experience, and that gets called lived experience in mental health. But for me, embodied knowledge often means that it's knowledge you have in your body from experiences that you've had that often don't have words. And so it's very difficult. For example, the link for me is having had experiences of treatment, forced treatment. There are still bodily reactions I have and sort of trauma triggers and things that I have that are related to that, but they don't really have words, and there's no language reflected out there in the world as I know it that sort of could provide a kind of mutual reality, sort of a sense of, yes, someone else understands this, or that's what that is. And it's not to say that other groups don't also experience oppression and also don't see language reflected and don't see images of what they go through reflected in culture. But I guess, I certainly feel that for people who experience, they can be called human rights abuses. People do talk about forced treatment as a form of institutionally induced trauma, for instance, and the experience of that isn't well known, it's not well documented, and as I say, when you don't have words for something, it's hard because how do you document something that is so at the level of its visceral